What's your name and musical profession?
My name is Adjei-Bediako, aka Cabbie 96. I am a music producer mainly.
How did you first get into the music industry?
I started by leveraging like Instagram first. So I would post remixes on there, and then eventually like artists like older artists like CL Smooth or even like Snow Allegra would see my remixes and share like or whatever, comment, and then it kind of just led to me getting more awareness in the city, and then reaching out to other producers I was a fan of and connecting. And it'd be easy for them to see my Instagram and just hear all the music I was doing. So I guess it kind of made it easier for them to like decide whether they wanted to message me back or not. And it started there, and kind of collaborating with them, collaborating with friends who were already doing music at the time. And then it led through eventually just me putting out music with people that I was connecting with, and then entering the remix project was probably the most thing that kind of accelerated me into like being very active in producing music for artists in the city and stuff like that.
Tell us about your latest project.
The latest song I put out was with an artist named Shar Vioria called Opal, that I had the chance to also co-write with her. And yeah, the last project though, like a last EP or album, was with an artist named Thelonious from October 2022. And I produced the whole thing for him. So that was like the first project I ever executive produced for an artist.
What are the 3 albums you can't live without and why?
I can't do an all-time list, but for right now, because it always changes for me, I would say the 3 are Blonde by Frank Ocean, for sure. Not Waving, But Drowning by Loyal Carner. And then Mr. Morale and The Big Steppers by Kendrick, because they're all very like introspective albums. I find like the albums I like to listen to a lot or revisit the most are the ones that kind of help me, like that are just like the most like, I don't know, thought-provoking in a personal sense, in their own personal lives. So I would say those 3 probably for right now.
What advice would you give to anyone looking to begin a career in the music industry?
I would say don't neglect like networking across from you, like people on the same level. I find that there's a like almost like an initial urgency to always chase people who you kind of assume are ahead of you, just because, you know, I guess you just want to get to where you're trying to get to. And I think that's just like the nature of how the industry kind of operates. But I find like when you can build your own table with artists around you, like especially as a producer, I find like if you're lucky, find multiple artists that you can like partner closely with, and you know, you'll have a better chance of getting your music out there and your sound out there if you have an artist that you're constantly collaborating with and not sort of trying to chase the big artist who already has their own team or has like a bunch of other producers trying to send stuff. So I would say like, you know, connect with people that are on the same level as you and build up that way. And you'd be surprised, like a lot of the bigger artists are watching the smaller artists. So if you can kind of build your name up that way, you won't be looking for a job as often if you're chasing, I find.
Where can people find your music?
Instagram is probably the best place right now, and Twitter. I had a website, but I'm probably gonna relaunch it. But Instagram, I would say, best place. Yeah, Cabbie 96. Cabbie 96.